Namaste students. Yesterday we were discussing about the first chapter and we also completed the first chapter, and we studied the first chapter was about introduction to statistics. In that particular chapter we studied about the introduction part of the concept statistics. Then we studied the definition under two heads, plural sense and singular sense. Then we moved towards the characteristics or features of statistics. Then we studied different branches or divisions of statistics, that is applied statistics and statistical methods. Then we studied scope and applications of statistics, then functions of statistics, then limitations of statistics, and at last we studied some of the the basic concept of statistics, that is the population, then units, qualitative data, quantitative data, qualitative characteristics, quantitative characteristics, variables, attributes, then ordinal scale, nominal scale. So with example we studied some of the concepts. Then after studying the introduction part of statistics, then this is the second chapter, that is organization of data. In this particular chapter we are studying about the how we are going to conduct any kind of, I used to say in the first chapter, if you are going to study about conducting any kind of statistical inquiry or study. So what kind of inquiry, what is that study, what is the method we need to follow in order to study that. So organization means we are arranging the data. Organization means we are arranging the data is nothing but information. So in order to conduct any of the statistical survey or study, we require lot of information. So we need to firstly we need to plan what kind of information, then we need to collect. After collecting that, we need to analyze the information, how we need to, which information we need to exclude, which we need to include according to our survey. Then we need to put into the survey or study, then at last we need to provide conclusion. So this we are going to study the which kind of the what kind of, from where we can collect the information, how we can collect the information, and which are the various kinds of tests, or which are the how we can conduct the inquiry, which are the methods of conducting inquiry, which kinds of information or data we have in front of us. All those things we are studying in this particular chapter, that is organization of data. As I said, the inquiry is nothing but, the inquiry means search for knowledge or the truth. And if we use inquiry, if we conduct any of the inquiry using statistical techniques and methods, we call it as statistical inquiry. Or as generally we call it as inquiry if we go to search any of the knowledge or truth. But for same inquiry, if we apply statistical methods and techniques, we call it as statistical inquiry. So which are the areas where and all we can conduct the inquiry? The mainly we conduct in case of statistics with respect to our country, it is population. We can conduct study or survey about population of the India. And also, as I said when we were discussing the previous chapter, we may conduct the study pattern of the students. We may conduct the study inquiry on study pattern of the student, and also the wage structure of a particular factory. What kind of wage structure it has, means the salary, the payment structure of employees, what it is following, that we can conduct. So there are variety of areas where we can conduct survey, or where we can conduct any kind of inquiry. So when we think of inquiry or survey, mainly I said we need to plan before that. Before going to any kind of inquiry or survey, we need to plan. In the statistical inquiry, there are two stages. That stages are divided into, first one it is planning and, sorry, it is not inquiry, planning and preparation. Planning and preparation. Then second stage is execution of the survey. Now in the first stage, that is planning and preparation. As I said, before going into any of the survey, we need to plan, and we have to, according to that plan, we have to prepare. Now in this particular stage, we are going to study what we are going to plan and what we are preparing, what and all things or what and all methods are required in order to conduct any of the statistical survey or any of the statistical inquiry. That we are going to study in the first stage, that is planning and preparation. And in the second stage, execution of the survey. Execution of the survey means what and all we planned and prepared in the first stage, that we are going to execute, means actual commencement of work or actual execution of our plan, what we planned here, that comes in the second stage. So, firstly, we divide the stages into two parts. It is one more important question. You will get question, what do you mean by statistical inquiry? What do you mean by statistical inquiry? Statistical inquiry is search for knowledge through statistical methods and techniques. By applying statistical methods and techniques, we are going to search for any of the truth or knowledge. And what are the different stages? Which are the two stages? Stages are, first one planning and preparation, and second one is execution of the survey. It is 2-mark question. What are the different stages of statistical inquiry? Then comes their stages. The first stage, we will discuss about the first stage, what we plan in that particular stage and what we prepare. In that planning and preparation, the first comes their object of an inquiry. Object of an inquiry means, we are going to study the purpose of, object of an inquiry means we are going to study about the purpose of that particular study. What we are going to conduct any of the inquiry or any of the survey. Object means, as I said, we can make the object of, we might have studied about the population of the country, or we may go to study about the wage structure, or we may study about the study pattern of any of the students, or means any of the college. So we have to decide our object properly. First we have to decide in advance what is the object, what is our purpose, what is the purpose of our inquiry, for what purpose we are conducting any kind of statistical inquiry. That purpose we have to decide it in advance. If we do not decide our purpose or object properly, then we cannot plan rest of the things properly. So, initially in the beginning, we have to decide in advance what is our purpose, means what is our object of this particular study or of this particular inquiry. Then the scope of the inquiry, we decided the object. Here. For example, our object is, we are conducting the study pattern of particular college, the study pattern of the students. Now scope means, we know that we are studying about the study pattern of the students. Now scope means the area or the boundaries, what we are going to include. The scope means we can take only one particular college, whether we need to go for only one particular college, or whether we need to include 4 to 5 colleges, we need to think. If it is one particular college, means our scope is very limited, our area is very limited, we can go there and we can study properly. If we include 4 to 5 college, means our scope is bit wide, we need to decide here what is our scope of inquiry, whether it's a narrow scope or it is a wide scope, whether we are going to select only one college or whether we are going to include 4 to 5 colleges. That we call it as scope of inquiry. Then comes the units used for collection. What is that units? We studied, right, units and individual. Units means this is the object whose characteristics are going to study. Units means object whose characteristics are going to study. Here, according to our survey, we are going to conduct about the study pattern. Who will be our units? Students will be our units. So, units used for collection. The which units whom we are using in order to collect the information, we are using the students. Then we need to think, students in the which age group, means which class students we need to include, whether it is a high school students or whether it is a 11th and 12th students or whether it is a college students. We need to decide whose are units used for collection, because if we include high school students, we get different kind of data. If we take 11th and 12th students, we get different kind of data. And further, if we include college students, further we get different kinds of data. So, we have to decide properly from whom we are going to collect the information. Those people we call them as a units. There are units. Here our units are students. So which age group or which class students we are going to include, that we have to decide in the third stage. Then sources of data. Sources of data means, I said, there are this will come further. Sources of data means there are two kinds of sources, that is primary sources and secondary sources. Primary sources are nothing but the directly we are going to one college and from students directly we are collecting the data. Secondary sources means we are not going to any students directly, we are referring. We are referring some other books or we are referring some other information which somebody else have drawn it already. We are just using that, we are collecting the data. The primary sources means directly we collect the data from that particular units. Secondary source means we are not going and we are not getting information directly. We are from other secondary source which already collected by someone else. That source we are using. That we call it as secondary source. So about these sources we will study in detail. So there are two kinds of source. So in this stage we have to decide whether we need to go for primary source or whether we need to go for secondary source. As per our survey concern, it is better to go for primary source because it's about the student. If we go to them and if we collect, we can get more accurate information. So here we have to decide whether we need to go for primary sources or we need to go for secondary sources. Then methods of collection of data. Which method? We decided here we are going to collect primary sources. Directly we go to students and we will speak to them and we collect the information. So method, which method we are following? Here two methods are there further, that is sample data through sample survey or census enumeration. Census enumeration means we go to one college and we go to the class and we inquire each and every one in that particular college. That is census enumeration means enumerating or examining each and every one. And sample survey means, as I said yesterday, out of 1000 or 100 students, we select 10 students as a sample and we inquire only 10 students, only those sample we inquire. So that method we call it as sample survey. Here two methods are there, sample survey or census enumeration, and about this also we are going and studying in detail in the future. So I won't discuss much about that. So sample survey means we collect samples, we select 10 samples, 10 people from one particular college and we inquire only those 10 people. Census enumeration, one more method is there. We inquire each and everyone in that college. So we have to decide which method we need to go. And once again, this method is always depend upon the scope. If for example we selected only one particular college, then we can go here census enumeration means each and every one we can inquire because we are having only one particular college. Here in the place of scope, if we select 3 to 4 college, then we cannot choose the method of census enumeration. We cannot examine each and every one. So there we can go for sample survey. Means we may select 2 people from one college and other 2 people from other college and other 2 people from other college. We may inquire only those sample if our scope or area is wide. If our scope or area is narrow, then we can go for census enumeration where we go and examine or analyze each and everyone. So that we have to decide here. Then framing a format. Till here it's about how to collect and what is the area. It's about collection of information. Then framing a format. Framing a format means we have to draw one format. How we need to conduct this inquiry. We collect. How we need to, after collecting information, what are the things it is required. One format means one structure we have to prepare. How we need to conduct this particular inquiry. Then accuracy level. Accuracy level means accuracy level also again it depends upon the scope. If we select very small area as scope, as I said one college, then whatever information we collected it may accurate because we go personally and we inquire each and everyone. So our information, our result may accurate. And if we go large area means wide, 3-4 college if we select, then there may not be much accuracy in the result what we collect because we collect information only from the sample. So it may not be accurate result what we collected. Then the last one comes type of inquiry. Which type of inquiry? Whether it is official inquiry or whether it is a government inquiry or whether it is a personal you are conducting any of the survey for your personal knowledge or any authority has given that charge to you to conduct any of the inquiry. So you have to decide inside you have to state it clearly whether it is a government inquiry or whether it is a personal inquiry. So this is about planning and it is not inquiry. This is about planning and preparation of That is the first stage in case of stages. As I said, organization of data, it is mainly about the statistical inquiry. How to conduct the inquiry. Statistical inquiry means search for knowledge or truth through applying statistical methods or techniques. And there two stages are there in case of stages of statistical inquiry. These are the stages of statistical inquiry. Two stages are there in case of statistical inquiry. The stages are planning and preparation and execution of the survey. So here we discussed about the planning and preparation. That is the first stage. What we have to plan and what we have to prepare before conducting the survey. Then we have to come to the second stage, that is execution of the survey. Now we will discuss about the second stage, that execution of the survey.